And welcome back to another gaming chat for the Walking Dead survivors here on the Lead-Laced Anarchy YouTube channel. I am, as always, your host, AR the Hot Patriot, and for today's episode, we're going to talk about the stupidity going on with people like TWDS and Killer Bees, etc. from 102. 2102 specifically is what I'm talking about there. People who dipped out from 2134 after it fell because of their own stupidity is what it was. And basically, call them out on the lies that they're pushing right now in beginning of season 8. Here's what it is. So, I don't know if that actually... Okay, so I'm not sure if that actually went through or not because I had my mic muted on the thing is what it was there. So, I'm going to say that again. So for today's episode of the gaming chat here, we're going to talk about the lies that people from 2102 are currently spreading in Season 8 of Walking Dead Survivors game that I play. Specifically, this is people like TWDS, Killer Bees, etc., who are apparently trying to create revisionist history for some reason to make themselves look better in the situation, not the assholes they actually are right now and are pretending to be is what it is then. So, yeah, I don't know, man. Weird. But it makes sense, if you want to sit there and talk a bunch of shit. And the thing that's fucked with me is, like, apparently I guess they have a personal gripe with Megan now, and because of their personal gripe with her, they're just, like, dragging everybody else into it and trying to kill us all for some reason, and it's like, the fuck? Like, man, if you got a personal gripe with her, again, take it out with her, Have it out with her. Y'all jump into the same region for a fucking season. Have it out. May the best person win, honestly. Like, it's fucking stupid, honestly, is what it is, dude. And that's the thing, right? Like, mind you, we left these people, like, I think 3 seasons ago or something. I want to say that's when it was. I'm trying to remember exactly when it was now. I'm trying to remember exactly when the region merge happened initially, is what it was, which I think was Season 4. I want to say it was Season 4. Because I believe what it was is it was the first 2 seasons, it was... Well, first season, obviously, it was a best clan, and then it was Season 3, I think, is when we got coalitions, and then it was Season 4 is when we had a region merge, I believe, and then it was Season 4 was when Aqua basically took over 134 and sort of created themselves in the pole position of number 1 because of the power level and stuff like that, and then it was the rest of us into the other things that it was then, or no. I'm sorry. Maybe it was Season 5, actually. I'm trying to, that's the problem. I'm having so much trouble remembering now. I know I've been here for at least 3 seasons now is what it is. That's what I do remember. So it would have been like 4 or 5 is what it was. So that's what it was. It was, we had coalition going on since I want to say Season 3. And then it was Season 4 was when we did a different set of coalition stuff, which worked for that season. And then it was Season 5 was when it got kind of, douchey is what it was then. So basically, from what I recall, just off my own memory right now is what it is, autistic memory and stuff like that, and just crazy shit happening there. So obviously, this TWDS person who acts like they're a fucking guy in their profile picture, but is actually a woman. What I remember from her in the early seasons when we were together as a clan / coalition, there's what it was. She was super man-hater, dude, legitimately. So I don't know if it was something where her and Megan were having backdoor chats and stuff like that, and she was like trying to, ask Megan if she was into filet-o-fish and stuff like that, and Megan wasn't, obviously, and she was into the, the big old meat sandwich, and, the big old cock sandwich is what it was. And then TWDS took that as, like, personal gripe or something, then if that'd be the case. Like, I don't know, but, like, makes sense, obviously. That's what it is. And that's why she's holding the grudge, like, 4 or 5 seasons later is what it is then. But what I do remember, though, is I remember early on, this was Season 2 back in the day, of specifically Elia Rocks, who was one of our original R4s there is what it was, who basically fucked me over, personally, and several other people too for that matter, because she was talking a bunch of shit in the clan chat, or not clan chat, she was talking a bunch of shit in the battlefield chat there, against one of the other clans, and that person's region chief came over and was like, let me find out who, in your guys' clans here are, unshielded right now. And they hit my ass a bunch of times. And finally, you know, just like left me alone after that. And thank God they didn't hit me with everything at that point, because had they done so, I think they were like a pay to win, like T9 or T10 at the time. Like, they would have zeroed my ass out if they'd hit me one more time, honestly. And thankfully, they didn't hit me the last final time, is what it was, because they had taken like their other formation or whatever and sent it to one of my other dudes to attack or something. Then is what it was. And dude, I'll tell you what, like, knowing that it was her fucking bullshit then that caused that to have me be like attacked from, you know, behind basically for no reason. Like, I was basically considered collateral damage at that point. Like, it pissed me off since then is what it was, dude. And I have a right to be pissed at that whole thing there. And then basically what happened was when you had, you know, Aqua taking over 134 there between like season 4 or 5, there is what it was. So you basically had a weird thing worked out where it was basically supposed to be Killer Bees, who was our little mini whale at the time, Elio Rocks, who was paying some money into the game, Marius, who was paying some money into the game, No Dramas, who was paying some money into the game, and then I'm trying to think who else actually. I think maybe Zadius was paying a little bit of money into the game back then. So it was like those 5, and then I want to say like a couple others too, for that matter. So it was like 7, 8 people basically that we made a deal to have them go into like Aqua, and then it was like the secondary clan at the time, which I forget what it was called, Blue or something. And it was basically on the basis that, hey, if anything ever happens, like, you guys are going to come back to us if, you know, we need to backfill again or whatever the case be, and we're like losing power enough or whatever it was there. And meanwhile, you had, you know, the people that were sort of casted off from those 2 clans, Aqua and Blue, were sent to come to Gold, is what it was, that we were known as a time. And then eventually it got to a point where, you know, a bunch of people started just not showing up every day. And, you know, eventually we were, you know, having trouble even doing like the basic stuff, is what it was there for Tails, etc. and whatnot. And then, of course, it turned into a whole thing where at the end of that last season that we were in 134, you had the guy who was known as Jordan at the time, which is known as something else now, is what it is. And him and Megan were talking about some stuff, and we're discussing. It was like them 2, and then like a couple of people that were part of like the region council at the time, is what it was there. And they were like, hey, you know, I'm gonna just let you guys know, like, we're gonna leave this region and go over here to 144 at the end of the season when this relocation thing happens. If you guys want to come join us, like, please do. We'd love to have you come with us and stuff like that. Didn't really, you know, put much into it after that. Didn't really tell us what was going on after that, is what it was. And then eventually it got to a point where I was kind of confused what was even going on there. And Jordan was finally like, you know what, fuck it. Like, here's all the screenshots of people talking shit about y'all. And it was not only myself, but it was other people and stuff too. And it was basically most of our clan, actually, for that matter. And them essentially calling us dead weight because we weren't willing to pay to win, is what it was. And I was like, that's fucked up, dude. Like, I've been working my ass off daily here, grinding this whole time for, you know, several seasons now to get to where I was, which at the time I think I was either just becoming a T9 or had just become T9 in that specific season of what was there. And yeah, it was just fucked up shit in general, dude. And then, of course, they, you know, want to sit there and lie and rewrite history, is what it is now. And then on top of everything else, I am, you know, sitting here and like just, you know, realizing like how fucked up everything was, is what it was. And it's interesting to me how people will just sit there and lie about shit then, dude. And so, you know, like I said, Jordan basically showed us like the screenshots and stuff like that. And I was like as soon as he showed that to me, I'm like, yeah, let me get the fuck out of here. Not realizing I had to pay to actually leave the fucking thing to buy the stuff. So it was there. And what it ended up being was, I didn't realize that until I was about to relocate and stuff. And I was like, yeah, guys, like, I might be fucked over here and like stuck because of this whole thing. To the point where Jordan's like, no, you're not staying in that region another second, bro. Like, here's the fucking money, buy the shit, and get the fuck over here. And he actually paid for all of my accounts to leave that fucking region, dude. Which at the time was like, I think 30 or 35 bucks out of his pocket then. So that shows somebody actually giving a shit, honestly, to me. That they're willing to actually buy your way out of something when you can't afford to. So, yeah. And then, of course, Zadius was bullshit and talking shit about Megan Day is what it was. And then I remember Bees actually saying some stuff in the background to me too as well about how you had this was back in like season, I think 3 or so, give or take. Because it was him and Jost were basically telling me like I should take over like leadership role of one of the clans is what it was at the time. And we're saying how like Megan was talking shit about me somehow, but yet they never provided screenshots, by the way, of any of these conversations. That's what I thought was very interesting too, by the way. Is it's like you're gonna sit there and tell me she's talking shit about me behind my back, but yet you're never actually providing me evidence of said thing. Like if you're gonna claim this stuff, then seriously, there's obviously screenshots of conversations, dude. Like take one of them and send it to me. If you can't provide that shit, then fuck you is what it is. I know you're just a lying sack of shit is what it is, man. And the fact that like now you seem to be doing the same exact crap to everybody else now is what it sounds like. It's fucking ridiculous and pathetic and childish, honestly, dude. Because as of right now, we got, I guess there was some guy. I don't know if this, again, I'm not sure if this is true or not right now because, who the fuck knows what's up with bees and stuff nowadays. But yeah, you had, where is it at here? I'm trying to go back into the chat here and stuff. And see what was said. Because there was a 20125 too. And it's had people attacking it, I guess, over the last day or so. And then, let's see, where was it at now? Where are we at now? Sorry, I'm trying to find B's thing up here is what it was. Okay, where are we at? Okay, so we're gonna start where I actually was here, which I was gonna do a thing where I could actually find out. Try to do screen sharing, but I don't think I can do that right now. Is what it is, unfortunately, because the thing wants to be stupid again today. Yeah, it's want to be stupid again today. So I'm just gonna read off what is written here. Let's see. What I originally said was. So basically, Zandy was talking shit, is what it was here, and saying, what the fuck did she say earlier today? And she was talking a bunch of bullshit about things, and then getting into some of the people is what it was then. Okay, I think it's too far back. Maybe it was right after that, actually. Oh, here you go. Yeah, she said, Killer Bees doesn't whine, made his intentions known. Supposedly, the Zadius said that they had said yesterday what the whole thing was. Nobody read, like, the chat or whatever the case be, I guess. They could have actually just sent it to us, is what it was then. They really thought about it like that. Somebody else chimed in from 125, said, like a toddler throwing a temper tantrum until Bees gets what he wants. And then that's when Zadius said back to that person, said, call you what you want. Bees will do what he says he will do. Let's see. Somebody was talking about taking it out on the game from real life. And then somebody from Hellhounds was basically, getting back and forth with Bees, what it was then. And then people were saying it was a game, war game, etc., etc. And then this is where I actually decided to finally say something, which was I specifically called out to Zadius. I said, we're simply, because they were talking about agreements and having like agreements in place or whatever the case be, which, by the way, for the last 2 seasons of the game, 6 and 7 both, there's basically been agreements set up between the coalitions and stuff of the different regions to not hit each other outside of, various battles and stuff like that is what it was for, various events and shit, which obviously, you have the Chronicles in there for the kill events, you have the other things in there for other things is what it is there. And that was the thing. And then of course it was a thing of like, don't attack towns, don't burn people's shit. Like, if you guys want to have it out, we'll have it out. These passages is what it is now. And that's what we did last season, honestly, for the most part. We had it out of the passages is what it was there. And we had pretty good passage battles and stuff. And the people who wanted to participate in them did. Is what it was. In a lot of the cases, it was all the pay-to-win people is what it was then. And so, you had that stuff happen. And as I said here, I said, I seem to recall it was you, Bees, Alia Rocks, etc., that stabbed us in the back and decided to side with Aqua, which eventually led to the downfall of 134, and you guys dipping to 102. And then this Banana King, who I don't even remember who the fuck this person even is, honestly, jumped in there and was talking about me remembering things wrong. And it's like, no, dude, I remember exactly what I fucking know because I have fucking screenshots to prove it, you jackass. Like, literally have screenshots to prove that stuff. And then this is when... Where's that now? Somebody else said they've been part of agreements until they weren't agreements anymore, or whatever. And then, where's that? This is when Zadius came back at me and said, clearly been lied to. Megan is the one who ruined 134 for all of you. But that is what she does. Let's see, where are we at now? Yeah, it said... And this is when Bees jumped in there and said, Megan is always a victim. Known the girl since season 1 and always... it's the other person's fault. Too funny. Misinformation spread to these people. And then Zandy jumped back in and said, and Alia used to defend her all the time. For her to put anything on Alia shows what a piece of shit Megan truly is. Really, it just shows the lies y'all are talking about, dude. So, I'm just saying, man, like, there's a reason why a lot of us followed not only her, but Jordan and everybody else over here, dude. Like, it wasn't that we were lied to. It was that we were literally showing, like, here's the fucking proof that you're talking shit about us. Like, why the fuck would we want to stay and be friends with you, man? And then not only that, like, I'm going to call your ass out right now, Zandy, on this whole thing. You guys fucked over Christine and other people that were left there in season 6, you douchebags. You specifically fucked over that little girl. You told her straight to her fucking face that, oh, you have to stay. I don't think it was you specifically that said it, but it was somebody in Aqua at the time when it still existed in 134 there, telling this little girl, like, oh, if you want fucking rewards, you got to basically pay fucking money into the game to get rubies now, to buy like day shields and stay on fucking season region the entire time and help us like basically do whatever the fuck, even though half the time you weren't even doing nothing is what it was there. Except y'all were having battles amongst your T10 selves is what it was there. And you had this girl, not being able to afford shields and shit like that and getting burned out the entire fucking season. You know who doesn't do shit like that? I don't know, Megan and everybody else pretty much that's in here that doesn't give a fuck if we're on season region or not. Hell, as far as I'm aware, Megan hasn't even been on season region at all right now. At least not for this, last day or so is what it is now, which makes sense if she's actually gone with her kid. Because I know her daughter has a specific. I know enough about this woman that she A, lives in Texas, B, is a gun owner in this country, and C, has a daughter who's a cheerleader. So, like, I know enough about the woman personally that I can tell you those things. I don't know shit about the rest of you fuckers. Except for what I've actually seen, like, in the chats myself is what it is, and that's why I know that Killer Bees is, like, some kind of weird fucking hostile takeover CEO guy or something like that, or I don't think he's a CEO. I think he's executive with like some company or what it is there. But yeah, it's just fucking stupid, man, entirely. And then what's even more retarded is that they want to sit there and talk so much bullshit and just lie to people's faces about different things. And it's like, for what what does this benefit you, dude? It doesn't. That's the whole point. Like, you're just being stupid. Like, you're just lying to everybody's faces. You're just acting a bunch of fucking fools is what it is, man. And then you want to act like people don't actually know the fucking truth at this point. And then sit there and just lie on fucking, the region chat the entire time, or really it's Battlefield chat of this current region stuff is what it is there for the season region. So it's just fucking dumb. But anyway. Yeah, the whole point is though, I'm definitely like, and the thing is, I can't even afford to do shit right now in the game. But like, even with that, like, I'm gonna break that 10K fucking Ruby set that I was given from the thing. So, basically, my whole thing is I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna do some stuff and do what needs to be done then, and go from there, basically. And break that and basically buy a few days shield together is what it is then. Mostly because of the fact that knowing Killer Bees and being a dick right now, the fact that I have my main account sitting like directly next to our base. If he wanted to, if I dipped out to season 1 and nobody took over that spot, he could basically jump in there and totally fuck over our base in the next couple hours is what it is then. And I would not want to have that be a thing, dude. Like, that would be so fucking bad. And I would not. Again, I felt personally responsible the one time that happened when I, was trying to chase somebody else down and fuck them up, and I let fucking Lords go into our base and stuff like that and have a better spot is what it was there a couple seasons ago. And I even, apologized to everybody for that one is what it was. People were like, no, dude, it wasn't on you. He was gonna get in there anyway because he was close. Like, that's the thing. He was already murking people out beside me is what it was. So he was already pretty close anyway. It's just I happened to give him like a slightly better thing with like 5 less seconds or something is what it was then. But yeah, it would have just been him still being like a crazy powerhouse is what it was then. So, ironically enough, it looked like Bees was here for a while and then he left again now. So, I don't know if he wanted to go fuck with the 125 or not. But yeah, I guess that's then going back to what I was saying with the what he was saying then earlier in the clan or the battlefield chat here, where he was talking about 125. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, 125 is supposed to be their ally of all things, which I think is kind of funny. But then he was sitting there saying that I guess there's people in that region talking shit. And I guess specifically there's one of the guys that was one of the top 20 and that fucked me out of top 20 there is what it was, that Mr. Backwards, or whatever the hell they want to call themselves there. And they were supposedly, according to Killer Bees anyway, which he shows no proof of this at all, by the way, again, they were talking shit about kids with Down syndrome. And I'm like, okay, again, if you're going to say these kind of things, like, provide evidence, bro. Like, seriously, like, it might be true, it might not be true, to be honest with you guys. Like, I don't know anymore, dude. Like, the fact that those people are trying to rewrite history and stuff for other stuff is what it is, man. Like, the fact that they're not providing, like, actual screenshot evidence of, like, hey, this is why I fucking hate this guy over here. Like, here it is. Like, seriously, bro. Like, show the evidence or shut the fuck up kind of thing is what it is, man. For real. But, anyway. Let's see here. There's one guy from 125 here saying about their clan not running season 1. It says one clan does not make a region. What is a joke? Is you listening to what you told? Something. Nikita was great. How come he was kicked out by his own clan? Okay, they're talking about players, what it was then. Yeah, it sounds like people are just trying to make drama here is what it is, dude, which, fuck them, honestly. And this Arthur guy from 98, who is the other one for their region, said, why are you guys from 125 and 102 spend so much time arguing with each other? If you use the same anger to end 144 and 90, this season will be victorious. So basically, 144 would be us is what it is there. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. It's fucking stupid is what it is, though. It's just pointless is what it is there. It just really pisses me off in general, dude. It's just like, fucking bunch of a-holes being a bunch of fucking a-holes is what it is then. So, again, I could give a fuck. I'm just pointing out facts. Here's what it is, man. And unfortunately, I think a lot of people are gonna sit there and talk a lot of shit, dude. So, but thankfully for me, I am, like I said, gonna break my own rule about not really paying to win here. Which again, I can't really afford to pay to win, but I do have that 10K for everybody right now for the, actual thing that we were given the other day for like the fuck up or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and crack that and all the accounts right now, and basically use a quarter of that, which is 2,500, to buy a 3-day shield in all of my accounts here in about 5 minutes or so. So at least then I don't have to worry about the shit for the next 3 days is what it'll be then, and I can actually have the time to, build and stuff and just be here is what it is then. And if I have to be able to, do whatever, then I can do whatever then is what it is then. So, yeah, kind of sucks, man, but again, it is what it is. And like I said, I'm pretty sure the only reason Megan hasn't chimed into this whole thing actually is because, and supposedly as they claim, she's hiding on 144 there is what it is. I'm pretty sure she's doing stuff with her family, man. Like, I'm pretty sure she's being a fucking, like, basically coach / mom to her kid is what it is, who does cheerleading tournaments and stuff. So I think she's literally out of town is what it is right now for that stuff. So, yeah, it's like, okay, so being a good parent is, like, a bad thing nowadays, I guess. Like, fuck me then, I guess, So, yeah, it's just, again, it's these fucking people that, don't just want to talk a lot of shit, man. It's like a bunch of childless fools is what it is, man. And then they wonder why, you have white European nations being outbred by the fucking third world right now. Legitimately, dude. Like, it's not that hard to figure out, people. So, anyway. Yeah, it's just a bunch of BS is what it is, man. It's just people wanting to bullshit and be bullshit artists and stuff like that is what it is. So, fuck them. That's what I'll say on that whole thing. So, anyway. Yeah, I'm just pretty much over the whole fucking thing, man. Just sick and tired of all of it. And really just sick and tired of the lies these people seem to be spewing. I can't, honestly, like, this is the first time I can't wait for a season to be over already that just started. And like I said, I've already relegated myself that we're probably going to end up taking second no matter what. Here's what it is. And I really could give a fuck less, man. Like, it's whatever at that point. Like, let's just get this over with and get done. So, and the real problem is people are not being smart about, like, hey, bro, like, you're not going to be good here is what it is. Like, just leave, go to season 1, whatever, for the time being, and then get the hell out of here kind of thing is what it is, So, if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do, man. But, like, make sure to get the hell out, really, is what it is. Well, the getting still good. So, anyway. Instead of getting murked out by fucking bees and shit and stuff like that, that's what it is, dude. And losing, like, a shit ton of power is what it is then. Which, again, going back to the gentleman's thing and gentleman's agreement kind of stuff, it's like, yeah, you have the gentleman's agreement to be like, hey, we're not going to kill you. Like, we're just going to fucking have a battle over here if you want to be part of it or not. And that's the problem right now with Bees. He just wanting to be a petty asshole and fucking just take out people who are obviously weaker than him by a bunch because he has a gripe with somebody else who's not even here right now. So, again, it very much does feel like a child throwing a temper tantrum that has money behind him is what it is. And it kind of makes me wonder, if this, like, how this guy fucking operates in real life is what it is then, doing, various mergers with companies and corporation stuff is what it is there. Because if he's like this in real life, like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, no wonder people like me hate these mega corporations so much is what it is, So, yeah, nothing really hard to figure out, man. But anyway. That being said, I was able to get a couple of betas things in a couple of my accounts this morning, actually. Because he finally showed up in the Explosive Situations event, and I was able to have enough stuff to beat him with a couple times, which I think it was, I want to say I was at like 370 in those things for the shells, and it took me down to about 70 or 80 when I was finished with both of them then. So, yeah, it does take quite a bit to get it done then. So that is good to know in the future now, that when I need to do that, like, you need to basically hold on to like 300 something is what it is then. So, but anyway, again, I'm trying to let this burn down just a little bit more time on it right now for the 12-hour shield I currently have up on all these accounts right now, because, you know, I don't really want to waste that, is what it is. I prefer not to waste that to buy into a 3-day shield, is what it is right now. I don't have to. I still have, 20-something minutes on this shit in each one of the accounts. So I'd like to be able to wait till at least 50 after here before I were to buy this 3-day shield in everybody's accounts right now. So, but yeah, I think it's kind of funny too, by the way, that they're sitting there talking all this shit and whatnot, when I can even look into the thing here or whatever, and I'm still like top 200 right now and stuff. So I do find that to be fucking hilarious, by the way. The same people that are talking like a bunch of shit in the chat and whatever there about us or whatever are the same people who are actually getting beaten by me currently in the individual rankings with all my accounts, because I'm actually smart enough to do everything the correct way is what it is. So yeah, I'm currently 105 in my third right now. Actually, let me see where I'm at with every one of my accounts right now, because they should all be just in our top 100 W is what it is right now. Let's see here. Yep, 104, 105, and then where is Wicked at? I don't know if I grabbed his stuff yet or not. Let me check that real fast. Oh, looks like Beta just left the building on that third account there. I just seen his little shadow, and then he dipped up to the side of the, like off to the side of the thing is what it was there. So that sucks, but it is what it is. So anyway, what the hell was I saying then? Oh yeah. I think I'll check where my other stuff was right now. Okay, so I was 104 and 105 in my second and third accounts respectively currently, and I'm trying to figure out where Wicked is at right now, which would be my main. If he's lower than those two or if he's higher than those two. I think maybe I have a set of things I haven't grabbed yet for the day is what it is. So, or maybe several even for that matter. There was one set that was almost a day's worth is what it was that I missed out to up myself by there. So we shall see momentarily here. All right. Nope, that is done. Okay, so I was at 110. Okay, that's why, because I was just a little bit further down then. So yeah, I'm 104, 105, and 110 respectively right now, which the difference between those three is very, very minimal right now. It is 4174, 4172, and 4144. So I'm like 30 underneath my highest one right now. So it's honestly the difference between like a couple hits from stuff right now for walkers and whatnot then. Yeah, it's only like killing like 2 or 3 walkers is what it is difference right now. So we're doing like a woodberry or something like that is what it is then. So anyway, whatever. It is what it is. That being said, I think I am going to go ahead and here in a minute or two pull up the 3-day shield is what it'll be then. So I still got like 15 minutes or so on these accounts for this current shield, and I don't see bees around, but doesn't mean he's not lurking someplace and going to come back and try to smack us again or whatever. So, like I said, it would be nice to know where the fuck Megan's at this whole time now. Huh, that's interesting. The one chick give everybody a couple and left the thing that says be respectful to each other. Yeah, well, like they started this shit, so I don't know. I mean, it's up to them to apologize to me at this point, man. So anyway, uh, let's see. Okay, so yeah, that's the whole thing. But like I said, it's just people talking shit to talk shit because they're a bunch of shit talkers. Actually, I think it's interesting going back to what I was saying about Zadius letting bees do the dirty work for him or whatever. There, it's kind of funny because what I saw a minute ago here, it was actually them uh, had knocked one of our guys last night. One guy is what it was. They knocked one. Not like 4 or 5, not like 10, like Bees was doing, where he was just sitting there like waiting for people to get fucked over. They were able to get through one guy, and I'm just like, yeah, that sounds about right, give or take. It's like let a chick do the let another dude do their fucking work for them, and then legitimately they take like one guy out in the end is what it is then. So I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they were the one got in the Bee's head this whole time. Where like Megan, like it was basically like this whole thing of Bees like thinking that Megan was kind of a piece of shit, and then like Z was like, "Yeah, Megan is a piece of shit," kind of thing or whatever. I don't know, man. Like I said, though, it very much is infuriating, is what it is, man. Because it's just like I'm just sitting here trying to be fucking whatever, man. Like I don't need this fucking bullshit in my life. Like I don't need to deal with this fucking dramatic crap, is what it is, man. Like I just want to play the game, man. And from my understanding, I guess it's going to be in like a day or so is when this fog disappears. So by then we'll actually be able to get stuff done, is what it is then. So why are you not letting me go to this? Okay, there it is. So that being said, I will go ahead and dissipate some of this right now and be able to get some more things, and that's what it is. So each one of my accounts, so that way I know exactly where I will be at for the season. Here's what it is. Just start moving towards like ranches and shit here. But yeah, to me, I think it's just like I said, I think it's a bunch of childish bullshit. It's a bunch of people trying to just be a-holes, is what it is, instead of actually just being like, hey, let's have a fucking fun season, whatever. So I kind of had a feeling this was gonna happen at some point, but like I said, like I said, my whole problem with the whole thing entirely is the fact that it's like I don't think these people realize like we could eventually be in the same war pact together, like. And does that mean you're gonna help us get better rewards, or does that mean you're just gonna help yourself get better rewards and stuff like that? Because I think in the long run, it's going to be all of us working together to get better rewards together, is what it is. And it's like, if we don't like each other, like, why would we want to help you get better rewards and stuff? We could just do nothing, is what it is, and let you do whatever the fuck then. So, I don't know, man. It seems like a really hostile environment. Something I really don't want to be part of, is what it is. And again, I think this is why a lot of us moved over to 144 to begin with, is what it was, because we were sick and tired of this crap, dude, is what it is. So, yeah, it's just a bunch of shit, dude. And it's fucking stupid, nonsensical crap is what it is at the end of the day, because it doesn't really matter. Like, that's the thing, right? Like, and this is what I think is funny, too, by the way. It's the same people that want to bitch and moan in these games and stuff are the same people who will sit there and not say a damn word to your fucking face in real life when you actually confront them about stuff. Or if they do, they'll just, like, sort of hit and run kind of crap, like Antifa type of shit is what it is there. Where they're a bunch of pussy-ass bitches is what it is then. So, yeah, it's a whole thing, man. And it makes sense, because most people are a bunch of pussy ass bitches in real life. And that's one thing I've learned from that one guy who was the Fed motherfucker a while back now, when he was talking a lot of shit is what it was. And this is about almost 5 years ago now, is what it was now. when he was all like, "Oh, a bunch of internet tough guy stuff or whatever," and it's like, yeah, you know, fucking, why don't you step up and actually find out in real life, bitch? But of course you won't, because you know you lose your fucking badge in about 10 seconds when I, you know, have an actual camera pointed at your ass, filming you, and get your police brutality is what it is then. So, because I'm not dumb enough to throw the first punch is what it is there. And that's the thing, right? That's the one thing I'll give to people in real life, honestly, dude. Like, any advice I can give to you in real life, here's what it is. Like, never throw the first punch, but finish the fucking fight is what it is then. Like, if somebody's gonna try to beat your ass or whatever, like, make sure that they hit you first, and then just fucking end their ass with like 1 or 2 hits is what it is then. Like, if you have enough power behind like a single hit knockout or whatever, then do that. And if you don't have enough power behind that single hit knockout, then just start, you know, throwing fucking fists until you can win that fight easily is what it is then. So, but yeah, that's a whole thing. But yeah, I thought it was very interesting, like I said, to see these people try to rewrite history is what it is there. And it's like, you can't rewrite history when I literally have the fucking history archived, motherfucker. Like, that's the whole point. Like, you're not gonna sit here and revisionist history me and fucking gaslight my ass and stuff like that, you dumb sons of bitches. Like, I know you fucking people, man. Like, I was clanmates with you. I considered you to be allies and possible friends and shit. Like, you're dumb is what it is, man. Like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and you want to sit there and lie and act like you're fucking, like, be like, no, this is how it really was, bro. And it's like, then fucking show me these screenshots where this chick is talking shit about me, and maybe I'll fucking believe you. Oh, you don't actually have that shit because it's not fucking there? You're just making shit up is what it is now? Okay, then go fuck yourself. Like, that's exactly how I feel about the whole thing, man, entirely. It's just a bunch of dickheads being a bunch of fucking dickheads. So, anyway. Let's see where I ended up in the last set here. Let's see, 20, 50, 40. Of course, all the shit that was top 20 was all like 50 million plus this time around. Yeah, I ended up 38th with 43 million. That sucks. That really does suck, actually. So, anyway. Fuck was I gonna say then? I don't even remember right now offhand, if I'm being honest. Yeah, it's just a bunch of stupidity is what it is, man. Again, people want to sit there and talk a lot of shit and just do a bunch of stupid bullshit, and it's just like, well, fuck y'all, man, is what I say on that one. It's like, I'll take my ball and go home kind of thing, you know? So, it's like, we're all playing basketball, I brought the ball, and guess what? I'm going to take it and go home, motherfuckers. So, you know, that's what it is, man. But anyway, you know, and that's the thing, right? Like, that's what I never understood about, like, bringing personal bullshit into gaming and stuff, dude. It's like, bro, it's a fucking game. Like, take the politics out of it, take the bullshit out of it. If you got fucking problems with somebody, like, solve them on your own time kind of thing. Nobody gives a fuck. And go from there kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't bring that shit to, you know, me as an individual. Like, it's just stupid is what it is. So, but yeah, as it stands though, like I said, I'm gonna do what I need to do. Here's what it is to survive and thrive, etc. And hopefully we can get it done then. But I'm waiting another minute right now to go by before I drop these 3-day shields. That way it'll be just after 11 a.m. 3 days from now is what it'll be. So, and that way, if nothing else, I can just have it be like a 2-minute window or something there where I can just drop another 12-hour shield. If nothing else, I can just, you know, drop another 3-day shield a couple days from now is what it'll be then, and just have the money waiting to sit there and be done with it is what it is then. So, because that's the thing, right? I'd much rather spend $2,500 on a 3-day shield than $1,000 a day on a single day shield is what it is then. Because in the long run, it's actually more cost effective to buy the longer one then. So, anyway. that being said, we will simply go and spend 2,500 right now on a 3-day shield, which is done right there. Okay, cool. So that's one account down. Go to the other two accounts real quick and do the same thing there. Buying our 3-day shields. Like I said, it'd be so nice if they actually just allowed people to be able to just build up their own like 3 or 4 day shields in this game is what it would be then. Like that would be so nice, dude, to have that ability where you could just basically like stack shields or something. If nothing else, just have the ability to like stack like a day's worth of shields would be nice. Where you can put up like 8 hours now or something, and then just have it be like the next go around or whatever. It's just like, okay, here, I'm gonna buy this thing now, kind of thing, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that'd be really, really nice, honestly. But that being said, we got 2 down now. And then going to third account here. We will have the third one up in a minute. And not have to worry about stupid bullshit for the next couple days then. So that is nice, obviously. So grab 2,500 right there. And active. Cool, cool, cool. Done, done, done. Alright, so you got 3 days now to fuck around in the game, which is nice. Oh, nice. It actually showing me the game now. Cool, cool. So we can actually just show this then. So yeah, I just bought my 3-day shield right there, which is obviously paying 2,500 rupees to get it done. And we'll do that at some point again, probably in the future then. So where I'm sitting at, which is right here. And then the main account is right there. Sorry, right. Move over just to, come on. Let me move over an inch or so. Main account is right here, right next to the base. And then the other one is right there, next to the base too as well. So, which is exactly why I wanted them shielded up then for that whole thing. And of course, I'm going to have my biggest one here. What I might do actually is I might just do, because we got coming up in about an hour, give or take, for the Tides event here. So I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to take since this has like 4-ish hours to go right now, I think is what it is. No, sorry, 2.5 hours to go or so. I think I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to yank off my current, my current one is right here. So go ahead and yank that off, put my F5 in place of that then for the time being. Just to have these my F1 and my F2 at the house is what it's going to be then for the Tides event. So that way, if it busts through my F1, it'll actually hit my F2 then and usually get stopped too as well, because that's powerful enough then. And then try to do the same exact thing with the other ones as well for the other 2 accounts it'll be then. And then from there, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do the current Survivor Challenge event. And then I'm going to go to bed for a while then. So, but yeah, it's just a whole bunch of stupid shit is what it is there, man. But yeah, from what I can tell though, 100%, Killer Bees and TWDS are definitely fucking manipulating people. They're definitely talking a lot of shit and a bunch of lies is what it is there. And yeah, just typical asshole behavior is what it sounds like, really. So actually that would be there. So what is right here is number 4. Okay, so if we can pull, yeah, this is like a 2-minute one, right? I think. I believe so. Okay, so it's like 4 hours. All right, we do have enough we can do that. So let me go ahead and just pull that back then. And we're going to ship this guy back off to the thing, which will be 2 minutes from now. It should have enough space over that way. So, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, I basically took off 10K and sent back like 6K or so, give or take. So, it'll leave them with a little bit more time to have to do it or whatever then, but at the same time, it's better for me because then again, like I said, I can actually, do things as what it is then. And then that way I can reset that for, it's like 16 overall, whatever, 1,000 power and stuff, so. But yeah, I find it very interesting too, like I said, like going back to what I was talking about with, like grapes and pay to wins and whale stuff and whatnot. Like that's the problem really with games and shit is what it is, man. It's like people that will, pay to win like that or put the money in there to win or whatever the case be. And then meanwhile, us over here, we're just getting our stuff. Here's what it is then to do what we need to do is what it is then. And then eventually we're going to do this shit over here is what it is then. Hopefully we'll get all that done today, but who knows? Probably not, I'm guessing. We probably usually won't get the last one, but we'll get everything but the last one is what it is usually. So hopefully that'll be the case today then too. The next 50-something minutes, here's what it is then. So not sure why the one guy dipped out of our clan either this morning, but maybe he was the fucking spy, I don't know. It would make sense if that were the case. Which would be, who was it that exited today? Yeah, it was this guy right here. So maybe they were the fucking spy the whole time, I don't know. It's weird. Whatever. I could give a fuck less. So, okay, that's the 8-minute one. What is the count right now on this set of dudes? Yeah, it's pretty close. I think it's fine though. Can always just send our F5 up there then. For like 9 minutes and some change right now. Do I have enough things? Yeah, I could do enough things. Okay, I can just do that then. Let's do that actually a couple times for the speed up stuff. Just get it back to like a minute and a half or so when it gets back there. Should be more than enough time then. So anyway, and then we'll bring this guy back down to about 3.5 minutes or so from now. Then we will have the top 2 is what it is then for these things. Okay, my R4 is the one that's in the right now then. That would make sense. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. Who is doing what right now on that? Let's see. Got 10s, 10s, 10s. Another set of 10s. Oh, Miss Pain Love is a 10. Okay. Like I said, man, if I was to definitely, I don't know if this chick is actually single or not, dude. But I know for a fact, like I would definitely be, all about that, man. As like wife material and stuff right there. So. Like I'm all about that, man. I do love me some Asian ladies. So especially really good looking ones. But anyway. Alright, we got a shell we can actually hit with right now. Let's see where we're at in the rise of tensions right now. We're within striking distance right now on these people, depending on what people have left right now. That's what it is. So hopefully they'll have something there that they can hit with and stuff and be able to take them. Well, hopefully they'll be able to take them down a little bit with hits and then be able to upgrade our stuff all the way past their 16 is what it is then, which who knows, man. I don't know. Who the fuck really knows? Yeah, it's like 107 hit me for 5 a few hours back then. It's fine, whatever. But yeah, like I was saying earlier though, right now I am 106 commendation wise. And then My other accounts are now 107 and 108. That's interesting. So they actually changed a little bit too. So now I'm on top, and then they're actually, it's ironic that it's literally first account created, second account created, third account created, all in that line like that. That's pretty funny actually. But yeah, so far it's like 41 and some change there. So, and if I maintain top 200 there, it'll be that's what I'll get for the season. That would be 23 frags, 23 long ranges, 9 keys, 12 million bullets, and 2 days worth of speed ups then. So, and then us being in fourth place right now currently, it would be to add to that 23, we would add another 18 fragments and almost a day's worth of speed ups there. If we continue to be in second place there for the keys, we would just take 9 more keys. And then for the whatchamacallit right now, 113 currently, which puts me at 14 things for the mid-season. And then I believe there is another set there. Okay, yeah, it goes up to 22 then for, or actually goes up to 26. That's interesting. It goes from 14 at 101 to 200 to 26 at the end of the season then for another set. So, yeah, like 30 days from now is when we'll get the mid-season stuff. And then after that, it'll be the end-season stuff then for the rest of the season then. So, and right now we have currently, right now, for individual stuff, we have 60 days and 7.5 hours basically left for the season then. So what is 60 days from now then is the question. Let me look this up right now. 60 days from today is, let's see, calendar, March 28th, 2024. It's a Thursday. So, yeah, that would make sense. Okay. So, yeah, so March 28th will be the end of the season, then is what it is. That's cool. That's cool. Who is number 1 right now is the question. Some dude from Mob, which is one of our other that's that third clan in our first coalition then that Hellhounds and Death from Above joined. So, and then it goes 2 dudes from the other war pact. 4th is one of our people from our war pact. 5th is some other person. 6th is one of our war pacts. 7th is some other person from a different war pact. 8th is one of our guys. 9th is the other war pact. 10th is that other clan people. 11th is the other war pact. 12th is one of our people. Well, I should say it's not our people technically speaking, because Irie is the one of the other clans in our war pact is what it is right now. So yeah, 12th and 14th respectively is what they're taking there. And then obviously Tango Star is one of our heavy hitters is what it is there. This chick is one of our people actually. So is Salmon. Obviously Jeff is one of our heavy hitters too as well. So I think Katana is somewhat of a heavy hitter, if I'm not mistaken. I know they're at least a T10 anyway. I know well, and when I say heavy hitters, by the way, I mean these people can actually legitimately take down. Oh, that's what it was. Silverback jumped to Hellhounds. Okay, that makes sense. Thought they were one of us actually at one point. So yeah, I think Silverback actually was one of the people that was with Lords that one season. And then they've changed tactics and jumped over to us now is what it is then. Because they wanted to have like, I think what it was is that they had like that whole season where they're just like, I don't really like being here to, fuck around kind of thing or whatever it is. And so they're just like, I kind of want to have like a drama-free season or whatever it is. And they just jumped over to us and that's what it was. Because they figured, you guys are cool and you're not going to fuck with me is what it is, that kind of thing. So, I have 1 million points to spend right now. That's cool. Let me grab this key then real fast, since we're going to be gone in 7 hours right now anyway. Just realized that now. So let me go ahead and get as much of this shit then as possible currently. Let's see. So 7 hours. So that would be... Can do those 5. Grab the bread. Which takes us down most of the way. You know what? Actually, I think I'll just grab some healings then. Because given how much we might need those in the future then. And then we'll just let this... Before day's end, obviously we'll check that again is what it is then. Make sure to get what we can out of that then for the thing before reset then. Because it'll all go back to 0 then is what it is then. So... Which, if that be the case, and we had 1 million there, that means we should probably have about 1 million in my other accounts too, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll check those real fast before we go to bed then. We'll also bounce back, forth, and sit over there and do our thing for right now is what it is then. And get the current stuff, which would be the grab war card event, if I'm not mistaken. So... In fact, I might just do that right now as soon as I have this come through as what it is now with all the shit. Okay. So let's see here now. So we got... Where are we at right now? Yeah, this is a grab war cart. So grab 3 grabs. So we got 1, 2, 3... Gives us our 2 that we need for the actual 110. Grab the 110. Jump ourselves ahead by 1 set. Check my stuff right here. Grab that. Go ahead and grab a hour speed up there. Okay, so we're not quite to 1 million, but we're close. Okay, so grab that thing. Rest of these. Grab those. And grab some bread. Okay. So we got about 8K there, so we'll wait until that bread set resets is what it is then. And go from there. That'll be doing us that then. I want to check my things just to make sure that all my shit's done correctly currently. Make sure I'm not leaving anything on the table is what it is then. Grab this. Go ahead and attack with both of these guys. Okay, good thing I checked that because it was not actually set up the right way. I didn't think I had actually. So we always got to double check these things just to make sure, man, that we can actually have a fighting force in place and not have the previous 10K dude is what it was then. So, but yeah, grab these guys real fast. Since we don't have to worry about the 3-day thing anymore, since we're literally under a 3-day shield right now. Which is nice, because it means we're not going to get murked out, guaranteed. But, more slot buildings for the animals. And then I think we do that too as well. Actually, F1 was 250 there, what it is. So yeah, let's do these both. That'll be the case then. And like I said, it'd probably most likely go take a nap here in about a half hour or so, give or take. Huh, that was interesting. Must be some of these just died out or whatever the case be, or went away because they were whatchamacalliting. I don't think I've ever seen it like that, where it did those to like drop out and then it popped the ones that were not done yet and the thing. That's pretty cool. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very cool, actually. If that'll be the case, we will grab that one then. So then we have like other ones we can grip out then. And yeah, we're just gonna do these as much as possible right now and then go from there is what it is then. So how much time do these have on them? 13 and a half hours, 13 and a half hours. Okay, so everything in front of me is 13 and a half hours right now, so let's just do them and be done with it then. Meanwhile, I will go over to my other account momentarily and do that stuff, so don't forget to do it is what it is then. And then we'll come back and do the other accounts then too for the grabs and shit. So all right, so we'll do the 1 second to last one for that guy. Do a grab. Last one of the little war cart pieces. Grab this. Of course, I got multiple betas here where I can't actually attack them because I don't have enough fucking shit in place right now. That sucks. Hate when that happens. All that being said, I already got 2 of the 3 I need in this account, though, so there's that. So, don't really matter in the long run because, you know, stuff and things. Jesus, there's like fucking nobody here, man. Okay, weird. Whatever. Grab 110 that I don't really need. Here's what it is, because that season's over already. Let's see here. Nothing there to grab. Everything's good here. I probably need to grab a couple of those right now, because looking at the time period that's left for that, I think I want to get this to about 9 hours left. Okay, that's good enough. 11 hours. All right, grab that one. Okay, and then jump over to open. Do its daily stuff for this event. Also grabbing whatever we can here. Man, like my nose is all dried out and everything. Yeah, grab those 3 there. Get my 110 on that shit. Do this. Do that. Go and check my thing right now on this. And I believe we want to grab that. Okay, everything should be good to go on that one then. Grabbing this right here. This fucking guy's shit right here is really irritating me because every time I see his stupid building, because it has like the fires in it or whatever, I think somebody else is on fire. Like, not realizing that his ass is, like, sitting there not on fire. And really, it's because the one dude over here was on fire earlier. So, I think it was this guy right here was on fire a little while ago from bees. Nope. Fucking whatchamacallit's not shielded up, bro. Get your shield on, dog. Seriously, bro. These might be lurking. Like, how the fuck are you people not shielded right now? Jesus Christ, man. There's a reason to be shielded. Shield, jackass. Yeah. Wish I'd been able to get some of those, actually. That would have been nice. I don't know why this is not dumping the ship properly the way it needs to be there. Taking forever. Okay, so that's done. That's done. Everything's good to go for both of those. All right. Good to roll. Good to roll. Looks like state chat's basically shut, or not state chat, Battlefield chat's basically shut up in the last 10 minutes or so. Probably because Zandy shut her stupid fucking mouth is what it is. So, it's funny. Yeah, I agree with what Kickit just said there. Yeah, we're suffering from losses, and there's a reason for that. It's because fucking Bees is being a dickhead. Yeah. Fucking sucks, dude. So anybody else say anything worth talking about there or not? Yeah, it was just me talking about Zandy talking shit in the Battlefield chat again. So, yeah, we're just talking about tides there. Talking about X2 rally stuff. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. Yeah, so they're trying to rally before fucking tides comes around then. In like 20 minutes or so. So we can actually get more stuff then, and then eventually it'll be us getting everything there. How close am I to Negan actually getting upgraded in this? That's what I was thinking about right now, is like how many things I have to get for Negan then. Okay, we were at 28 of 50 on this one. So that's what, 22 then? Like 200,000, which is almost 7 hours of speed ups then. I'm saying 200,000 because I was going to grab 2 of them is what it is then. So, yeah, I think maybe I will grab 2 still is what it is then. Actually, do I get any Negans at all in this season? I'm thinking about it if I would not take top whatever then. Oh, yeah, that's right. We do actually now I'm thinking about it because it goes to encirculate for the things here. We've not gone to the thing where it's not Negans anymore. It's these weird tokens that we can eventually get Negans with is what it is then. So it's either you take first or you take second, which most likely will be here is what it is then for 16K and some change then for the season, for the mid-season. And then if we stay in that thing then for the final of the season, then we'll have another... Shit, why is that not showing up the way it needs to show up? Yeah, then we get another 164K for the season then, which I'm fine with that, honestly. Like, if that be the case and we can still take, potentially, like, right here for, like, second clan or second coalition rankings for the entire season for secondary stuff, if I can still walk away with 164.5, and then mid-season was 16.4, so it'd be, let me figure this out, 16.4 plus 164.5, so that'd be 180,900. So yeah, if I can walk away with almost 181,000, that's good. That's fine with me, dude. I'm fine with that. I don't need to come in fucking, first stuff here and get 300,000 or anything like that. Doesn't matter to me, honestly, dude. I'm fine with what I got, 180 something thousand. Works for me, honestly. So, yeah, and I can just go, where's the store? Clan store, season rewards thing here is what it is. And then just have enough to go, buy my own stuff is what it is then for this guy here and stuff. They do Patrick the shit. And then, 500 apiece for Negans is what it is then. So I can just buy myself 22 Negans or whatever the case be. So that's actually do it. Let me think now. So that's 180 something thousand, right? So that'd be, where's that now? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So that'd be 50,000. Or wait, now. 5,000. Right? Yeah, 5,000. So that's 10,000, 11,000, give or take. That would need for that then, if I didn't do anything for Negans right now. So let's say 10,000 for the thing. So that's 20. So that's about 60K to get him all the way to 4 stars then. So 180 we got. That's like 1/3 basically for Negans. That's not bad actually. It's not bad at all actually. And then yeah, I'd be getting Patrick. So get 50 of him then for at least to unlock his ass, and that'd be the case then. And then the rest would maybe be spent on a mix between long range transmissions and then legendary fragmentation then. So, which is interesting looking at this because I could basically buy 5 long ranges for the price of 1 legendary fragment there. That's pretty wild, man, when you think about that. So I'm probably going to do that. Actually, I'm probably going to buy a bunch of long ranges then, and then hopefully I can just get some legendary fragmentation. Then if that be the case, then with the long ranges there. So, but yeah, that's my plan right now for the day. Whenever we do stuff, here's what it is then. Get those done. Cool. All right. I don't think I've gotten my things in this yet. I don't believe anyway. So grab that there. Grab those. Grab these. Grab this. Puts us down to 6K. It's not bad. Not bad. Got that already. Okay. Just making sure everything's got and good to go. And then check my things on this. Yep, those are good. Those are good. This is all good. And then check on that stuff right there. Got a couple more shells there to go poke at people with. So we'll go do that really fast. Ding, ding. Gives us a couple more things of resources. Cool. All right. So that's done. And then let's see here now. Do you have anything specific I need to grab here is the question. Let's see. We need the last 2 things for Andrea, which are some sword stuff and then some camo stuff. So let's see what we got right now that we can deal. So we got, let's see, 1 set of camo stuff, almost 2 sets. So we'll do the camo jacket thing. I think is what it'll be. So that'd be 5, 6, 7. Which allows us to make a jacket. We did that in the Pamela there. Add that one to Negan. Okay, so we got 3 of 5 jackets that we need right now. So we need to do 8 more of those jackets, and eventually it'll be here for the next couple of days then. And then we'll have enough to actually do Andrea up to a epic jacket. That is what it is. So that's cool. That'll be good to go is what it is there. But anyway. Let's see. Nothing here, nothing there, nothing there. That's all good too. Alright, let's go over and grab my Pamela stuff. Take her up to 27 right now. 50. I think I already got that shit done right. Just to make sure. Yep, that's done. Okay. Okay, so that's done. And then we're gonna, like I said, backfill basically to the rest of them then. And I got the one altercation done already. Pretty sure I got networks done already. I just want to check on some other stuff as what it is right now though. Check to make sure that we got what we need here on is what it is. Completely oh, somebody just me for some reason. That's cool. Who is on me right now? Oh, it's Alice. Okay. I find it funny that their T10s are actually weaker than my T10. So, yeah, because there's just like a bunch of 4-star T10s, and it's like, yep. Meanwhile, I have my shit at the house right now, which is like way the fuck stronger than you, dog. So, yeah, my shit's like 6s right now. So, it's like, okay, reinforce me if you will, but I don't like give a fuck because I got literally like 5s and 6s. They're myself what it is, buddy. So anyway, yeah, it's like thanks for the reinforcement, I guess. Whatever, you know. Okay, that one is done then. So then we got that stuff right there that we hadn't finished quite yet, which we will do right now. So, and then we'll just do this other one later. It'll be after my stuff resets and whatnot. So, anyway, other than that, though, make sure to get everything back to where it should be right now, which is, again, resetting all of this, healing up the fighter stuff, and then it would be just essentially re-guiding everything there. Second one has nothing on it because it didn't get hit with dudes, what it is, so that's all good to go, though. Okay, so that's done. Everything is done that needs to get done. Grabbing that for 130,000. And then back to Wicked, I guess. I should actually redo my profile pic instead of it being Glenn and Rick trying to work each other out there. It would be Zadius and the Killer Bees. And then they're acting like, and then it just has like Megan written on their shirts or something. I think that'd be funny. Okay, so that guy's main one actually is a little bit stronger than it's a 7. Okay, so he's actually back in my ass then. Cool. That's cool. That's cool. Go ahead and re-up that guy. Make sure that's all good to go then. That's all good to roll 2. Just want to check my last account here. See who's actually calling me right now, if anybody at all. So nope, doesn't look like there at all. So that makes sense. Yeah, makes sense because that guy has his first 2. What it is then, back in my ass, and then I don't know. Somebody is there actually. Who is there? Oh, it is that guy. Okay. So was it 2 and then maybe 3? Yeah, that would make sense actually. No. No, I think it is 2 actually. Yeah, so that makes sense. He's got 1, 2, 3 on me. Is what it is then. Weird. Okay, whatever. I could give a shit less. Like I said, I'm gonna go to bed for a while. Then if that be the case, we got about 20 minutes before that happens, and then it'll be all done. Then after that, so I'm gonna check one more time to see if any morons are talking shit in the fucking battle chat or not. Probably are, I'm sure. So, again, I could really care less, but it is kind of funny to see them go all butthurt about shit and then be all like, but meh. It's like, or you could just stop being a bunch of assholes, dude. So fuck y'all. Yeah, looks like most of these people thanking people for gifts and stuff, which are just mostly meat, is what it seems like. So, yep, looks like mostly meat. And some other stuff that's already been claimed. Do that real fast. Okay, what was said on the state chat? 7 hours use hammers, tank shells. The tension is closing this day. Yep, yes it does. So most people just giving each other coordinates. What are we showing here? Phoenix. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, see, and this is what bothers the shit out of me too. By the way, was the thing here recently where we had who was it? It was Jeff, or not Jeff. It was some of the T8s/T9s. Yeah, I'm still way the fuck under the shit right now. Jesus, 479. I'm losing every hour. Man, got nothing there is what it is. Anyway, but yeah, it was some of the T9s the other day. We're trying to start up things for 31s, and it's like, dude, you guys can't even carry these. Like, why are you even starting them? Like, why don't you just do 28s and be done with it, you know? It's just silly. Bunch of silliness is what it is there. Because then it forces people like me to jump in with our account and like try to help out and stuff. Actually, now I think about it, speaking of helping out, still got those two from beta earlier, so take us up that. We got 6 to go right now then, which we have 3 more coming from beta, so it'd be three to go on that one after that's all said and done. And then we'll have a 5-star governor at some point here in the next day then. So that'll be fucking cool. Cool as shit. One thing I really hope to have at some point would be a 5-star Tomb Raider Laura here, which won't happen until probably months and months from now. Which my guess would be at that point, it would be whenever I can actually, probably, I'm guessing at least probably like a year from now would be the whole thing, because it would be having to get to, going down here real fast, like 14, where you can actually buy 3 a day is what it is there, kind of thing. I think there's also stuff at like 11 or 12 sometimes for the epic shit too as well, where it's like either right here or it's like right here for 12 or whatever. So it'd be like one of those two then. It would be like 2 a day. 2 a day, I think is what it is when they have them in there. And then, like I said, with 14, then 2. And then, so yeah, I'd basically be getting to those at least to 12, I think is what it would be then, which would be, you know, we're just under 100K right now from being able to get to level 11. And then it would be however much after that to level 12 then. So, which we're getting 700 a day right now for the box thing there. So it'd be, I'm trying to figure out now, because it'd be, let's see, 358, 270 of 450,000. So it'd be just over 8,000 less. So it'd be about 91 something, some change, 91.8, something like that, 91.75, something like that. Yeah, I think it's like 91,730 or something. So it's like 91,000. So that'd be 35, 7,000. Be 10 days. So 10 days for 7,000. 14,000 would be 20 days. 28,000 would be 40 days. 56,000 would be 80 days. So, like 150 days, give or take, without any other stuff. I think it's roughly give or take what I'm looking at right now. So that is like 5 months, more or less. Yeah, sounds about right. All right. Well, on that note, I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day then. Yeah, it's been real. It's been interesting. Like I said, Zadius is lying in people's faces. So is Killer Bees. They have a gripe with Megan for some reason. I have no fucking idea why. Like I said, I'm sure there was stuff said in random private chats and DMs and shit like that I don't know what was said there. And maybe Megan is a piece of shit, honestly, dude, for all the fuck I know. But again, until you show me like evidence of this, like I'm not gonna just believe you, you know? Like I'm just not, you know, I'm not that kind of fucking person. And the fact that of all people who has, you know, been like, oh, I'm sorry about your mom dying this week and stuff like that. Like, she's been here for me, honestly, as much as she can be. Hell, I mean, she reached out to me on Discord the other day and specifically said to me, let me go pull up Discord actually real quick here. Yeah, she specifically said to me when I mentioned about my mom dying the other day, she said, thoughts, hugs, prayers with you. Hope you're doing okay. So, yeah. It's not like she hasn't been able to reach out to me and stuff like that, dude. Like, the others could have done the same thing, honestly, and they chose not to. But, yeah, people are just being a bunch of dickheads, what it is, man. But anyway, but yeah, it's just a bunch of drama that doesn't need to be had, is what it is, though, dude. And like I said, if they want to sit there and lie and bitch and moan about stuff, that's on them. I don't give a fuck, man. Like, for me personally, it's whatever, you know? But what I will say is, though, I plan on having fun this season. Hopefully we can take, you know, like I said, second of the second set of people or whatever the case be then. I'd like to say we can win this season, but I don't think we can, honestly, just because everything going on with bees and everybody like that. So if there is stuff, it's, you know, again, it's unfortunate to say this. I keep saying it a lot of seasons now is what it is. But yeah, this is going to be a battle of pay to wins, dude. And it's really what it is. It's going to be like this season specifically with bees going in here and being an asshole and everybody else being an asshole. It's going to be more of a season of whales than anything else. And you're going to see whale versus whale and see who is basically swiping the credit card more times than the other people and stuff like that. And I have no idea how much of a whale that one person is for the other, the one clan of the one or the one coalition, the one region that we're part of there for our war pact. Could they have more power than bees or not? But I'm sure it'll be pretty much equal as what it is then, or close to it then, if that be the case. And then it's mostly just whales from other regions then too, coming into stuff and whatnot and doing things, and people that we have that are pay to wins, you know, if they have enough power or not to combat that shit or not. So yeah, I think it's definitely going to be a knockdown drag out season, and it's going to be one of these ones where I could easily see myself just ending up back on the 2144 for like days at a time is what it is then, and more or less doing nothing then is what it is, which I'm fine with that, honestly, dude. Because if that be the case, and then I can just sit there and actually become, you know, go in my second region then and do that for season 4 then, and actually be like, you know, in season 4 doing stuff, then is what it is there. Like, that would be cool with me, honestly, because it would give me time off on this one to just do dailies and shit on that. And then, you know, for the other stuff, it'd basically just be, you know, being like there to be with people and stuff like that. Then if that be the case, and like any other, maybe jumping clans too, for that matter. So that'd be interesting though. But yeah, other than that though, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what happens though, but if nothing else, it might just be something where it's, sort of sit back and watch the shit unfold is what it is. Because for me personally, as long as I can stay shielded and not have to fight myself, like I'm gonna stay shielded and not fight myself is what it is, And I'm not gonna say that people are gonna fight in battles for me is what it is, dude. I'm just like, I'm not gonna be dumb and get murked out is what it is though, That's what I don't get with these people that are leaving like that. It's like, bro, like, you're not going to be shielded at some point. Like, why are you even still on the thing here? Like, again, say to like, all you have to do is basically do an add all in the clan chat there and be like, hey, everybody, like, here's a spot that's about to be open where I'm sitting currently. And then just fucking dip out to the fucking, our main, region then, and that way you're not going to get your shit killed is what it is. Then you're not going to lose a bunch of troops and stuff and lose a whole bunch of power and stuff, because the problem with that is eventually, like, even if you have like the reigns thing come, like, you're still going to be out a fuck ton of power is what it is then, because you're going to have a bunch of troops die off because you're going to lose so much in like the hits is what it is then. And it's just like that Pikachu dude this morning when he got I think he didn't have any shields at all is what it was, and he got that popped automatically or whatever then. So B was able to just keep hitting him a couple times, and that's what it was. And he just zeroed his ass out, and that's what it ended up being. Which, that to me that is kind of scummy too, by the way, because like we even had a rule back then in like 134 back in the day, like 6 months, 8 months ago, whatever it was when we were still there. And it was like, yeah, no zeroing of players, dude. Like, that's just scumbaggy bees. Seriously, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying about being like a gentleman and like not even being a gentleman, but just being like, not a dickhead, basically, is what it is. Like, have some fucking morals, basically, is what it is there, and don't zero people like an asshole is what it is, man. So, because right there, like, all you're doing when you're saying, hey, I'm cool with zeroing people is, okay, cool, you're putting that on the table now for everybody else to do to your ass at some point if we can, dude. And if that, like, 150 people are going to team up on your ass, if that be the case, and, like, other people from your fucking region, like, so be it, motherfucker. So, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to see, though. Wow. School board member in Rhode Island saying quiet part out loud. I don't think parents should be notified. We don't never notify the parent on these issues. Don't think we should notify parents on many issues that we notify parents on. Jesus Christ, man. These fucking people, man. I swear to God anymore. Like, fucking ridiculous, dude. Shocker. Congress. Nevada state senator says 130,000 people voted illegally in the state. Almost all of them for Democrats. Or sorry, all of them for Democrats. That's what it's saying. Of course it was, dude. Fucking always is, bro. So, Jesus Christ. Obviously can't show this because it's people beating people up is what it is there. Another more fucking black and white attacks, by the way, in this country. It's another thing I'm getting sick and tired of right now. It's also, by the way, whenever I go out, why I carry a gun with me. For that exact reason, in case people want to try to fuck with me, dude. It's like, well, good luck with that, motherfuckers, because it ain't going to happen today, bitch. So, anyway. But yeah, like I was saying, though, it's a whole thing, and it'll continue to be a whole thing, I think, throughout most of the season. But, like I was mentioning, though, I believe truthfully, though, at the end of the day, like, even if we take second place in, second, there is what it is. So we're like two of two, basically, or 2 of 3 or whatever, then that's fine with me, man. Because like I said, as long as we walk away with like a good chunk of change like that and those tokens and stuff, like I could really give a fuck less, honestly, right now. And I'll just buy what I want to buy. Then is what it is then, and get my things ready to get them is what it is then. So. Like, it'd be nice to win, obviously. It'd be nice to take, like, first or second in the winnings and stuff like that, but I don't think that's going to happen either. So, only time will tell, though. And I'm going to bring something up to people and figure out if we can, figure something out. Here's what it is then. And then, if nothing else, just be like, hey, like, what are we going to do about the fucking, bees, Zadius issue and stuff like that then? Are we just going to let them talk a lot of shit? Or are we going to try to fight back? Or are we going to, give in to their BS demands for just idiocy is what it is, because they're clearly gaslighting everyone is what it is there. So, I don't know, man. And that's the problem, though, too. With, like, it makes logical sense thinking about it from the perspective of what I know about bees is what it is there, because, like I was saying about him saying he was, like, some kind of corporate executive guy or whatever the case be, like, those people usually are like sociopathic or psychopathic, so it kind of makes sense that he'd be a psychopath, is what it is. So, anyway. And then, of course, like I said, Zadius is a fucking person who is basically just a nut and had been, from my understanding, what I was saying, reading in the chats there months and months ago, like a year ago, give or take. I'm just remembering the stuff as I remember here is what it is, which is basically her and Megan having discussions, and then her and other people having discussions about, like, and this is how I was in this abusive relationship for years of my life kind of thing is what she was saying. And that's why she hated guys, basically, is what it was across the board. And I was about to jump in there and be like, it's not all men, lady, but, like, again, I just kept my mouth shut at the time and stuff. But yeah, like, to me, if you're going to have that, psychological torment in your mind of things, like, obviously you're going to sit there and act as if you're the victim and shit all the time is what it is then. So even when you're the one literally putting the boot on your own head and shit like that is what it is, man. It's like that. It's like the great old meme with the kid where it's like, immediate perspective and it's like the boot on the neck or the boot on the head or whatever it is. And then you zoom out and it's them putting their own hand in the fucking boot to, like, put on their head and stuff like that. Like, that's what this whole thing reminds me of, honestly. But like I said, and it could be that everybody's in the wrong for that matter. For all I know, Megan is, at fault in some of this for something or other, but I have no idea how that matter, dude. But like I said, from what I personally know, it's mostly just bees and Zadius being a bunch of dickheads is what it is then. So if they want to sit there and be a bunch of dickheads, they can go be fucking dickheads, man. But I'm not going to put up with it is what it is, man. I'm going to call it out when I fucking see what it is there. So anyway, but yeah, that being said, that's where we're at for the day. I will be back later tonight on Honda's chat in about 10 hours, give or take, I think is what it is. About 10:30 tonight, some in there. So we'll be talking about gay frogs and stuff like that, is what it is there. So ironically enough, we never do talk about gay frogs on the gay frog chat, it seems like, we never talk about the chemicals in the water and stuff like that, is what it is there, except for maybe once or twice every so often is what it is then. But yeah, I'm not sure what we'll talk about tonight. Probably Texas border stuff and whatnot and what have you. So, but yeah, other than that, though, that's where I'm at for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this gaming chat, and I will be back, like I said, in a couple of days here and there for some other stuff. So I'll probably do another one of these gaming chats at some point next few days too, for that matter, just to see what's going on then and give us an overall update and figure out what's going on with everybody and see what we can do for the thing. That's what it is then. So see if we can have like Q&A or some kind or something. If that'd be the case then, because it'd be nice to do like a round table of like, what the fuck is these people's problem and stuff like that kind of thing. Like, what is their actual thing? Like, what do they really want kind of thing is what it is then. So, because really, I think what they want is they want Megan gone from the region is what it is then. And it's like, why would we do that, man? Like, she's never done anything to us is what it is. She's been nothing but help for most of us is what it is there. So it's like, yeah, fuck y'all is what it is, man. But anyway, I don't know. It's just, like I said, it's just people being people and dickheads being dickheads and wanting to be dickheads to everybody is what it is then. And yeah, fuck them all is what it is, man. Seriously. So, but anyway. Yeah, just a bunch of childishness, unfortunately, and it continues to be childishness all the time is what it is then. So You know, people want to be fucking people, and other people want to be other people, and some people just want to gaslight everybody is what it seems like, and just lie about shit all the time is what it is. And it's like, then tell you you're remembering wrong. And it's like, no, dude, I actually have physical proof still with me that proves this bullshit about your asses. So fuck you all. So yeah, I'm not going to sit here and put up with your fucking lies is what it is, man. Others might do that, but I'm not sure as shit not going to do it myself is what it is, man. And like I said, the people that helped me out, Megan, Jordan, all these people like that, they've been nothing but good to me, man. So I'll have their backs because it seems like they've had mine this whole time. And until I'm shown differently, you know, it is what it is then. So anyway, but yeah, other than that though, like I said, it's been a good one. Gonna try to get these last couple hits in on the betas later on for the Explosive Situations event. Most likely before the end of today is what it'll be. But other than that, yeah, I'm going to go take about a 3 to 4 hour nap right now in my bed, and hopefully I can get some decent amount of sleep till about probably 4 o'clock this afternoon, give or take, and then wake up and I'll do some other stuff then after that then. Figure out what I want to do for like a late lunch, early during the night or whatnot, so... Last night's dinner wasn't bad. I had some of the frozen pizzas and stuff, and was able to let them sit long enough to where they weren't like super burning my mouth and stuff this time around. And weren't like a volcano coming up with my upper lip and stuff. So I know I got some chicken breasts in there right now for the Aldi's good stuff is what it is there. So I might just make those and some fries or something tonight. Debating right now. One of these days I need to get down to the basement again and see if I have like some sausage down there that's still frozen from stuff that Mom bought when she was still with us. And maybe thaw out one of those or something to make that as some burgers or something, then if that be the case. So, yeah, I don't know. It all depends. Then again, I might just let that sit there for a while until, you know, I may have to move later on or whatever, and then we just clean that chest freezer out is what it is, and then we'll just take that with us to wherever then, to my new place, and then I'll just put it in a freezer up there then if that be the case, or get another chest freezer or something then if that be the case. For the new place then, and have it be, you know, at ground level and shit, so. Because unfortunately I'm not going to be able to bring that old family one with me where I'm going, which I would love to be able to do that, honestly, if we do have to sell this place then, and I can't just hit the lottery here in a couple of days or whatever the case be. Unfortunately, the ticket I got the other day was a complete loser. Literally every single number on this was like several away from the actual numbers that were drawn, but thankfully nobody won at all on Friday, so I'm going to go out with my uncle here in the next couple of days, and hopefully we can stop, and I'll get another lottery ticket then from the same place as what it is then, or from wherever. It doesn't really matter, honestly. Just pay a couple bucks and buy a lottery ticket from someplace then. It didn't really matter to me where it's from. It could be from a fucking literal throw $2 in a thing and get it from one of the machines or whatever the case be then. As long as I have one for Tuesday's drawing, it's all that matters, honestly. So, anyway. But, yeah, other than that, though, like I said, I'll be back later tonight on Honda's chat then, in the panel there, and discussing whatever then, and then we'll be doing some other stuff there. And meanwhile, I'll have my shield still up for the next couple of days is what it is, so don't have to worry about doing that shit then, which is nice. And then most likely what I'll do is I'll keep enough rubies around currently to, what was I going to say then? Yeah, when I do some things here, it'll be oh my fucking lost train of thought again because I'm so tired of what it is now. Jesus Christ, what the hell was I saying now? Yeah, I'll be back though for other stuff this week is what it is then. And of course I'll be, you know, doing the the Buckshot Thursday, Freedom Friday streams and whatnot. So, and then most likely do a grandstand here or there, depending on what we see going on with gun control and shit this coming week is what it is then. So, man, I just realized how fucked up this knuckle is right now. I knew my knuckles were getting bad, but like looking at the way that this one's indenting now right here, and like just when I'm trying to like take it down like that, like you can actually tell how bad it off it. It almost looks like it broke right here or something somewhere. Or like it's just so arthritic now or whatever. It's like almost like a secondary bump is like forming and it's like weirdly bumping and then like valleying and then like bumping again kind of thing on this side. There's what it is then. I know I got a doctor's appointment coming up here at some point next month, so hopefully I can just show my MD that and see if he says anything about it then. Because yeah, that definitely is fucked up looking. It's not good at all, man. So I know I'm definitely getting bad issues in my first joints in my fingers right now from all the arthritis. So I don't know how long it's going to be until, you know, my hands are so fucked up I can't even use them anymore. Which, given the decline of everything right now, it'll probably be only a few more years, honestly, which is not good. Which is why I've said many times on the other channels about something's kicking off, dude. I'd like to see it kick off this year, honestly, so I can at least, you know, be part of something before I can't be part of anything. Then if that be the case, then. Sorry, I just saw something really cute. It was this little kitty on this kid. And it was just the kitten clinging onto the kid's back of his pants. There's what it is. That's funny. Yeah, sounds about right. It's usually what it is, dude. It's always like animals and children together as like one giant mixture or whatever the case be. So, which is nice to see because then you can actually have you know, kids and animals grow up together usually is what it is. Then you can actually have a better life because of that. Because you have, you know, your child getting attached to whatever there for something then. Ugh. Person was talking about this chick being a messy eater on the first night. So, one thing I would say is she needs to get rid of those disgusting ass fucking fingernails that are all like weirdly bedazzled up and shit like that. Like that's just unattractive as hell, dude. Yeah, anybody that thinks that's hot is a fucking idiot for real. So, anyway. Sorry, my cousin was asking me about Mom's eulogy video I was going to do yesterday, and yeah, it's not that I didn't want to do it, bro. It's just fucking so tired, you know. Hoping to do it at some point later today, but it's either going to be today or tomorrow, then. So, I'm going to throw this up on my Facebook feed, actually. It's this little girl, like, having her breakdown about, like, I don't understand why I don't keep dreaming about the waffles, adults. It's funny. Yeah. Anywho, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the day, though. So, yeah, in closing, 20102 is a bunch of liars in this game. Not surprising. Like I said, they're literally the people that helped take down 2134 and then want to sit there and lie about that shit too as well. And it's like, no, I can see right through your bullshit, dude. Like, I literally have, like, people talking to me from seasons ago about this thing, dude. Where they're like, hey, this is why I'm getting fucked over here, and, like, this is why I want to come to you guys so badly, and I didn't get a chance to last season, and it's like, yeah. And then they literally end up quitting the game because of that shit, which is that girl Christina did that whole thing. And then the ones that didn't quit were basically, are now with us is what it is then, and they're much weaker than they should be, even, for that matter, because, again, it was Bees being region chief that whole time for that last season or so, where they were part of that crap. And then, of course, he dipped out to another region and became region chief there for some reason. It's like, and he's sitting there talking shit about other people being, like, you know, kicked out of, like, clans, coalitions, whatever the case be. And it's like, bro, how the fuck did you become region chief of another region when you fucked over the other one you just came from, is what it is. That's what I don't understand, right? Like, it blows my fucking mind, honestly, on that one, dude. The only thing I could think is it was basically, he's like, well, I'll come over here, but I must be region chief. And it was like some, like, low-level region at the time, or whatever the case be. He's like, I'm willing to bring some of my whale friends with me, but we must have, like, R5s and region chief stuff, or whatever the case be. And it's like, and concessions were made by stupid people is what it is then, dude. So that would be my guess. But who the fuck knows? Anyway, as I said, it's been interesting, and it's whatever, man. Like I said, hopefully in the coming seasons in 60-something days, like 70 days, give or take, whenever we do season 9 then, hopefully we will not be in the same fucking warpath as Killer Bees then. It's as simple as that, dude, because, like I said, that would suck even worse, honestly, dude, if we were, like, back-to-back with these fucking regions. So hopefully they'll, you know, mix it around a little bit, and we could just be gone from these jackasses entirely, and then be with some other ones over here. Then, if that be the case, then have another good season. What it is, then we actually have, like, gentlemen's agreements of, like, hey, you know, we'll be cool with each other. Don't attack our towns. We want to attack your towns, kind of thing. You know, don't try to 1-for-1 us or whatever the case be, or 10-for-1 us is what it is then. And there won't be, like, a constant war going on all season, what it is right now, which is exactly what I feel like we're going to have right now, unfortunately. And it's the same bullshit that, you know, got Christina to leave the game several seasons ago now, which is literally, you know, constant daily war and stuff on the regions, dude. And like I said, after these 3-day shields expire, like, I'm not going to sit here and fuck around for another, you know, 10, 20 days or whatever the case be. And if it comes to it, what I will do is I will do this, which I've said before. And I'm going to plan on, you know, buying as many shields as possible from the thing for the 12-hour ones that cost like $300 or 300 ish coins a piece. It's like 315 coins a piece or whatever the case be for the ruby stuff. And then I'll save up on those for the most part, and then I'll have the 8-hour ones with, like, you know, Woodbury Army stuff, etc. there. And I already got a bunch built up right now, a few dozen here and there. So if nothing else, I'll have enough for, you know, at least once a day kind of stuff, what it is then, and I'll just be able to, you know, come on there like once a day, give or take, and participate in stuff like that. And then from there, it'll basically be a situation of, you know, just going from there is what it is then. So, you know, and if I need to throw up a second shield, maybe I will. But, you know, if I can't afford to do things, I can't afford to do things, and I'll just sit there and stay on 144 for the most part. And I don't plan on competing in fucking kill events during the Chronicles and stuff. So whenever those show up, I'll just be over here for the several days that they're going on for, unless we have something serious going on, which is like, you know, taking of a calm or something. And even then, like, if I don't need to participate, and I won't participate in, is what it is then. If I know there's going to be a chance of being, you know, killed out of nowhere and stuff like that from these douchebags jumping in on us or whatever the case be. So, yeah, there's zero reason for me to put myself in that kind of a situation. That's what it is then. So, anyway, it's better to think ahead and get stronger now and then, you know, get murked out by a bunch of a-holes. What it is then. But other than that, like I said, that's where I'm at for the day, though. Hope you guys enjoyed this stream. And I will be back later. Check out E-Honda's channel tonight for the Gay Frog chat. I think it's around 10 or 10:15, 10:30, someplace like that. in there. And yeah, that's where I'll be for the panel tonight, hanging out with him and whoever else shows up, Corey, Shot Red, Leo, etc., etc. So anyway, have a good one, y'all. Stay safe, stay vigilant, always be willing to speak up and speak the truth when people are clearly lying to people and try to gaslight, manipulate people, because you do have those people in our society and they can go fuck themselves is what it is. And fuck you, Zadiest, and fuck you, Killer Beast, for being a bunch of liars, what it is, dude. Later, everybody. Bye.